Hey guys, how you doing? So, let's see if I can prop this up a little bit here. So, I'm out here with my Beagle. Where you at, Beagle? There he is. And it's snowing, as you can see on the, oh, I don't know if you can see on these windows. Well, take a look at the front window there. See if we can show you. Some of these windows are, you know, they're snowed over and stuff. So, came out here. We got the pad and paper, me and Quincy. I take Quincy because he's so docile. He'll let me do everything. The other two dogs always want to play, which is all right. Quincy's just getting older. He used to want to be that way too. So, we're out here. I took out the pad and paper. I'm just taking measurements of everything because I'm trying to decide. If I want to change anything. Sorry, it is below freezing right now. As you can probably see from my breath. And Quincy, you got your can we see your breath too? Yeah. So we're out here. I ran the van for just a couple minutes, just to start it up. The starter seemed where the key is. It seems sticky. Like when I turn the key, it wants to stay on, so it goes. And so I gotta hurry up. It's like really hard. It's like not, you know how you normally and let go of the key and it goes turns on like that. Well, this one goes you gotta pull it back so you don't blow the starter. Anyway, we're out here. I got my notebook out here. Like I said, we took a bunch of measurements of the van out here today, and I'm just trying to decide if I want to change anything. Now, I had all these, you know, you get these vans, you buy it, you have all these grand plans, and you're like, oh, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to do that. And I just decided, you know, this is in 1988. I might not want to throw a bundle of money into it. My initial plan was to basically almost pull everything out of here and kind of redo it how I want it. But this, I'm going to look at this as kind of my starter van, so to speak. So this is the van where, oh, poor Quincy, are you tired? This is the van where I'm going to start all my adventures. And don't get me wrong, I love this van. This van runs great. It's definitely a good machine. You know, it's got 83,000 miles. She's got life left in her for sure. So we can rack up some miles in this baby still. But this is going to be, I think I'm going to make this my starter van. I think I'm just going to kind of upgrade a few things, you know, kind of like... you know, this is kind of like a little rusted out on the top there. I'm going to either see if I can clean that out well, which it should be able to clean out, or you know, upgrade it, get a different one. I want to change the sink so I can have a higher sink in here, and an adjustment screw on so I can use it outside as well. You know, there's just little things I want to do in here, and I'm thinking about changing the refrigerator right here, this refrigerator, and making it something a little bit smaller, possibly a smaller fridge. My dad told me to just keep it the same size and you know, get a used one, what have you. You want to sniff in there, huh, Quince? You know, we got the microwave. I mean, all this stuff in here works. It's just why I kind of want to redo some of it is, I mean, look at this, you know, look how yellow this is. I mean, it's really yellow. You know, I'm sure I'm sure when it started it was lighter color like this, but it yellows out over time. They just do. I think all of the things made out of this, what is this, plastic of some sort, you know, they just get that yellow color. The toilet's kind of the same deal. You know, the same deal there. So, and the, you know, the bathtub came that way and all that. So, now if you look, I don't know if you can tell. Let me back this up. Okay, so this stuff right here, it's starting to bubble, the top of this stuff. Now I don't know if I should just pull, you know, just scrape this stuff off and put a new cover on here and just leave this how it is. But I was thinking about kind of taking this closet out and maybe extending the living area here and maybe putting in an extra chair right here or something. But then everybody says, dude, this is a camper van, you're going to need storage, and they're pretty much right. So, you know, I have all these big plans, and kind of, you know, there's two setups really. There's the one kind of like I have here, where you walk in, it's got the couch here that my Beagle's on here, and the back folds over, and this turns into a bed, and then it also has the sleeper above here, okay? And you know, to me it really didn't matter which setup I got. And then there's the other one where you walk in here, the kitchen is where this is, right here. The kitchen's like right here. And then right over here in this area, right over here is kind of like a closet. And in the closet is where you go to the bathroom. Okay, so you got your kitchen over here. Over here is kind of a closet you open up, and it opens up and you can go to the bathroom. You can also shower. You can hold the doors open to shower, and the whole back's a bed. And I'm starting to think, since I'm not in that great a shape, I don't want to, I'm going to be honest, I don't want to sleep up here. I do not want to sleep up here. I'm going to keep it like this. I was just going to throw some cabinets up there, but I think I'm going to keep it like this for when I resell it, when I get a different one. But I'm kind of thinking that I like the Road Track setup a little bit better. Okay. Now, yes, this one has a little sits tub and all that, and I know the Road Tracks have just a little, you know, just you open it up, and right here on the floor is a drain, and you can open up the doors to the bathroom there, and you can take a shower, and it goes right down. It's really convenient. And then you go back and you have your big bed back there, okay, which I kind of like. I kind of like that. So I'm kind of debating if that's something that I'm more interested in. Now, obviously, I'm not just going to go out and buy a new van. That's just not going to happen. That's not in the budget, and this is a budget van for now. So, but I love this van. I do. I love this van. I'm still trying to come up with a name for it. So I'm trying to stay in the sunlight here. Trying to stay in the sunlight. But I'm trying to come up with a name for it and everything. I have a lot of respect. I love this van. I've gotten a lot of new friends with this van. I've met a lot of people, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. So I really want to rack up some miles. Take me and maybe Camper Van Quincy there, RV Archie or Jayco Jetty. Yeah, they all have RV names. I know it's a sickness, I guess, or probably not a sickness, but an obsession at any rate. So we're just in here. I like I said, I went in here. I did some drawing many times just to see if I wanted to change things. Now I came out here and I did exact measurements. I had the tape measure out here. I came out with my little Beagle here. We measured everything, and I just want to see if you know, I have a sister who luckily went to school for interior design. And part of that interior design is mini living and stuff like that, you know, putting in mini houses, yurts, things like that. So she said that she had a few ideas of maybe some things that we could possibly change without changing the layout. You know, because it would just cost too much money. I mean, it would cost too much money to redo an 88. It just would. So we're not going to do that. We're going to keep most of the things where they are, but I would like to make them more compact, and I'm trying to make it, I'm trying to make everything, if you take a look down here, I want to make everything where the drawer, you know, goes in at an angle. What I'm looking for here is I have dogs. I'm looking for more dog space so my dogs can move. I don't want them cooped up. Obviously they can fit on the couch and walk through the hallway, the little aisleway here. But it's just, you know, one of my dogs is, you know, almost 100 pounds, like a 90-pound Czech German Shepherd, and I just would like more room where they can walk around. At least a spot where I can put a bed where they can circle around and curl around and sleep, and that's very important to me. I mean, I don't want to just have it in there and say try to get comfortable. I want them to thrive comfortably in here. You know, call me crazy. I know I'm a dog freak, but that's just how it is. Next is obviously I'm going to clean out this baby. I did a lot of cleaning. Right when I got this, I really cleaned this out. Like, I really did. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, I got up so early today. But basically, I need to go through, and there's just things I want to redo, like either the door panels I'm going to redo. I'm going to probably either take the carpet out, or I'm going to rent just the sun's kind of moving, or rent just like a carpet cleaner, something like that. Something where I can get, because I don't know if you guys can see, but there are marks in the ceiling here where it obviously looks like it's been wet at one time. I don't know if that's condensation. And I also noticed around the front windows, if you guys can, let's see if we can zoom in up here. It's kind of, I'm trying to go, but you can, it's not really a great shot, but you can, I hope you guys can see that. This is actually a pretty decent camera too, but there's just wet marks around it, and I'd like to get all those out. When I first got this, it had kind of a bit of a mildew smell to it, and I bought a few of these damp rid. I put these in here, and what they do, Quincy, let's check them out. And what they do is they got these little balls, these little crystals and balls, and what happens is they collect all the mildew, all the stuff out of the. People put them in their basement a lot. What they do is they collect a lot of the dampness or humidity or whatever it may be out of the air, and then as it absorbs it, it turns into a liquid at the bottom. So these little crystals and balls in there collect it, and then it turns into a liquid at the bottom. So that's how it works. So, and I'd like to redo, kind of the walls. It looks like the wallpaper and stuff here. Maybe do something, I don't know, cars, Egyptian. I don't know. I mean, let's have fun with it. I mean, we're gonna be going out camping, living in this sucker. We've already gone out and done many things, and it's just where you just grab a sleeping bag and a backpack full of stuff, but we haven't really got crazy. Excuse me. Like I said, I have been up a very long time. I'm not just yawning because I was early to wake up. I've been up a very long time too. So I'm trying to get everything done, and I'm trying to keep up with this channel here. So basically, I mean, I like the van. I do. I love the van. Like I said, I'm going to treat this like my starter van. I'm going to do a few upgrades, and I'm going to hope that I at least can, sell it for a down payment when I find maybe a different one that I want, maybe a year or two, because I plan on doing a lot more exploring in it. I've gotten a lot more comfortable, at least driving around and doing it. What's really great is I had my niece over here. She's 10, right? She comes out and she goes, let's see the van. She comes out here and she goes, oh, I thought it was supposed to be a piece of crap. This is awesome. She gets in there and she's like, there's a bed. She's like, there's a fridge. There's a sink. Man, there's a toilet. She says, but you got to get a shower curtain if you want me to poop in your toilet. And I'm like, I don't want you to poop in my toilet, but she's 10. And she wants to know if I can leave this parked by her house. She's like, can you park this by my house so me and my friends can go out and do stuff in it on the weekends? She's like, I would sleep up top on that top bunk. That would be so awesome. She's like, I would love to look out the windows while we're driving down the highway. And I'm like, there's no seatbelts up there. You can't do that, And she's like, oh, safety. And I'm like, you're 10. You got to be in a seatbelt, you weirdo. But anyway, we went out cruising around. I took one of my dogs and her, and we went around cruising around the neighborhood. And then we stopped and we parked by a park, and she gets in there and she's like, no, this is camping. This is camping, and she just thought it was so great. She's like, I can bring my little dog. She says, and who knows, maybe someday I'll get a cat. She's just having a great time. So, because kids are so great, So she walked around here, and I said, hey, hey, Lily, you're 10, you'd love this. I said, is there anything in here that you would change? And she kind of walked around. She said, yeah, you know, I'd like the bed bigger. And I showed her that the actual bed up top here pulls out so it's much longer. And she thought that was great. She was like, oh my goodness, you know. And she, you know, she actually made a few good suggestions. And I mean, she's 10. And I was like patting her on the back. I was like, thank you, Lily, you know. And it was dark out, so I didn't bring the camera. I really wish I would have brought the camera because she is just a riot. She is so funny, yet she's so smart. So we had a good time. She had some great ideas. You know, she, you know, changed the carpet, changed the walls, changed the mirror. She wanted to do something to the toilet. Oh, I am so sorry about the yawning. She said maybe I should tint the windows or at least put up drapes, obviously. And she says, you know, she's 10. Think about this. And she says, you know, I've been in a couple campers before and they have drapes around the front. You might want to get drapes. And I was like, God, you are so smart. This kid's just so smart. I mean, these are some thoughts I've had anyway, but you know what I mean? But she went through and, you know, she's a very smart girl. So she just thought it was pretty great. And, so I'm gonna ask you guys, okay, if you had this van, all right, or maybe you have a van, maybe you've already redone a few vans, what would you do, or what did you do to change it? What did you think was a necessity that really bettered your life or made things more convenient? You know. Tell me any hints, any clues you got. I'm willing to listen, that's for sure. So, anyway, on behalf, this video is getting long. So, hey Quince, behalf of me and Camper Van Quincy, we're going inside because we're out of the wind right now and everything. But you know, you can't even see out the windows. I mean, look at all the snow on them. I gotta go brush the snow off of these. You know, the back window's pretty snowed over too. So, on behalf of Quincy and I, we are going to go inside now. We're going to go have some dinner because we woke up late last night. That's when my day began. And so now it's late in the afternoon. It's almost going to get dark out here. And we've been up a long time. So anyway, guys, have a good one. And remember, down in the comments, please tell me, I'm willing to listen to anybody who has any great ideas, any bad ideas. I don't care. I'm open to ideas. All right, guys. Thanks again. Van life, baby. Van life.